Let's do this. Never meet your killer. True. Hi, Ronald. Nice to see you once again. There's actually something I have been meaning to ask you. Are you familiar with the place called named Idle Shower? No. Town where man and goblin coexist in harmony, you think? Fascinating. I asked because we have received a request from someone there for our services. I have been at a loss as to whether or not to accept it. However, your words have cleared my any fragment of doubt that I once dwelled in my mind. You may have heard that those articles of the Raven inspired a great number of would-be botanists to take up the hatchet. While I am grateful for their help, I've had little cause to do any work myself, but I do worry I may have become rusty as a result. Uh-oh. Ronald, would it trouble you on this too? You handled your previous work in the Sea of Cows, patient, and I would certainly feel much more in unfamiliar territory. And my side would say you. Hey. Now my thanks, Ronald. My anxiety has given way to boundless excitement. It's been quite some time since I had the chance to study a new area. Let us make our way to Idleshire. The appeal for our aid came from a lady named Edgeworth. Bid we visit her at Green Grove Mud Plots, and we'd be willing to help. I haven't heard that one in very, like the quest stuff tune from Stormblood. That. Oh. Picking a bunch. Oh. Is that right? Okay, it's a story now. Sorry. Focus. Gotta focus. We're in a short time left. Oh man, I'm assuming you were set by the botanist guild? Wait, you wouldn't have to be Ron Stoppable, would you? Out of 12, it is you. I've read all about how you violently defied the Holy See, proving that Gishel Breeze, thought to be a native of Ishgard, actually hailed from the Near East. Oh, I feel all tingly just recalling your bravery. You're truly an inspiration to botanists the realm over, Ronald. Oh, how lucky I am that you see fit to bless me with this most precious moment of my life. My apologies, this is all just so emotional. I can't believe any of it. It's really happy. Perhaps if I were to get your signature, I would have that. No, stop out. Remember when you were overly forward. Nor was I. Oh yes, thank you for making the journey. I had been expecting upon you. See, admittedly, a rather orthodox approach. Botanist technique hands out. First inspection. And it is precisely this fact that has me perplexed. Based on this evidence, I would say the botanist looking after this has as good an understanding of nature as anyone in our guild. Why should they want for our help? Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. You happen to be a friend of Ronald? Thrilled to meet you. To address your query, our volunteer has more to do with quantity rather than quality. Quantity, considering this idle shower size, I would not imagine you struggle to meet the hands of these currents. No, that's not what I meant. As you say, there is more than enough here to supply idle shower. The real issue is that we wish to branch out and trade with other cities. Suppose it actually concerns both farms and quality now. You see, I created green grub mud plots using the seeds of specially cultivated crops made by Charlie and Bacchus. But there's only so much in it. Absolute knowledge such as myself can achieve. I'm clueless as to how I can better the quality of these crops. I do understand your play. I would be less inclined to refer to the creator of the mud plots as an absolute knowledge. Do you not think you are somewhat overly humble? Not at all. I'm self-taught after all. How could I be anything but a novice when I was taught by one? My work could never be compared to that of officially recognized botanists such as yourselves. I have been attempting to cultivate a new kind of crop that could be used for trade, but alas, I am as green as the mud plots themselves. Luckily, I tried. That is why you sought our help. Well, I for one, am most inclined to grant you our aid. What say you, Ronald? Are you of similar mind? Are you sure? You're not just taking pity on me, are you? Frankly, even if I were. You are, I shall accept it. Thank you both so much. Brings to mind that time we both found ourselves in purpose, is it not? As I have always said, the botanist calling not to control nature, but rather to accept it and nurture it, so that we may mutually benefit. I must say it's been quite some time since anything has had me this eager. I've already collected a sample of the soil here and should quite like to take it back to the guild. This time I set about formulating a plan of action. Knowing I can count on the guild's help is a great comfort, although I would like to know just who was your knowledgeable companion. What, the first botanist herself? No? Good heavens, to think she would ever see fit to even lend an ear to my petty growls. I am not worthy. My apologies. I have a habit of getting caught up in my own little world sometimes. At any rate, you two on my side, I cannot see how this could possibly fail, and if we somehow do it, would undoubtedly be entirely my fault. Wow. Before you go, would you mind if I ask you something else? The same adventurer that helped the treasure hunters gain access to state. Yeah, I am actually. I knew it. Ronan himself regaled me with stories of your bravery. Thanks. Without your help, we could have never created the mud plots. It has only improved food supply situation in Idleshredder. Ronnie really sums up our gratitude best when it refers to you as Saint. Ronald? Oh. I didn't know we were that famous. It is just a shame I'm so bloody useless, really. But a chance to cultivating anything worthwhile with just emote involved. I suppose that's everything for now. I've decided to wait for first call instead of making any rash decisions on my own. I mean, I thought I had 63. 367. You say potato, I say Ronald. That long last seed word for Fushura. Just uttering her name gives me such joy. But this is hardly the time or place for me to be longing for her as a good company. That's what every other waking moment is for. No, we need to head to Gridania so that we may actually enjoy her. I mean, have her brief us on how best to receive. Although, as this is my first trip to Gridania, I was wondering if it wouldn't be too much trouble to have you around. No, not one. Thank you, Ronald. You're just as sure. And it says the articles made you sound. I shall see you in Gridania. Clean it as here. Because clean. That lovely set me. The luscious green, the lush greenery. Truly, it is the spiritual home of botany. I wonder if there is some way I could stay here more permanently. There I go daydreaming again, honestly. Let us make our way to the guild. I'm gonna take the shortcut. There's an island. That's a... What is this? This is kind of close. Things, but it's all good. Let us get to the heart of the matter. I suggest we cultivate a new species of hot potato. Potato? You mean the root vegetable used in soups and pancakes? You mean potatoes? Very same. While the Dravanian hinterlands enjoy more sunlight than most regions, the soil is far from fertile. The area's mountainous terrain and cold climes could also hardly be considered favorable. Succinctly put, it is not especially hospitable from a botanic point of view, and it should come as no surprise that any crop planted there would be lacking in quality. However, that is precisely why I propose we put our faith in the sturdy potato. I think we would struggle to sell regular potatoes. We're so ambiguous. Ubiquitous Erosia. I can't imagine who it is grown, one grown in Dravania. That would be true if we plan to simply grow a common potato. However, through selective breeding, we shall give birth to one that is unique to Dravania. One that will come to represent the region. Ronald, I would like you to gather some wild potatoes for me. We shall plant these in the mud plots and cluster. By improving upon potatoes that we have already been able to grow in harsh conditions, we might be able to produce one of the toughest root vegetables known to man. You have my thanks. Just you try searching. And the area was famed for its potato production once upon a time. Settlement there they used to cultivate the vegetable may be long gone. I imagine there should still be a few potatoes growing in the area. Certainly stand a much higher chance of finding wild potatoes there than aimlessly wandering the realm. The Electrical Company knew. I may not be able to help much with harvesting potatoes, but I'm sure I could be of same use. Perhaps I could clean your food every now and then. I do not see the harm in attacking along. It may even turn out to be quite an learning experience for her. East End is relatively peaceful area, and I shall let the Order of the Twin Antler know you are coming as a precaution. Well then, it's settled. I should go on ahead to scout the area for. Hold on a second. I noticed something. There. Not a third eye? Was she from Gulamod? From Gulamod? And just decided to move here one day and just like, yeah, I'm done with that. Is this Garabania? On the Garabania. Garabania. With Darpabania. We are now in Darpabania. Oh no, he's disconnecting. That would explain a few things. Oh, and he's gone. I mean, if he wasn't disconnecting, I was going to just turn into my monk and be like, no. So maybe I shouldn't in case, because I am holding the height limit. So thus. Yeah. Just happy to. Come on. Hi. Oh, Ronald, there you are. I heard from one of the soldiers that this is the area where potatoes used. They told me that we should aim to bring back 20 of them. Oh my god. That should be more than enough. Oh, and don't worry about lugging them back. That's my job. Okay, we're looking for wild. Oh wait, is it? I don't see it on the information. Oh. Huh, that's it. But all I have to do is just grab these and go. And I'm complaining. They should be somewhere around here. Let me know once you've managed to find them. I have 22. Finished. Wonder what it's like to be so skilled. Wow. Yeah, it is nice to be skilled. I may be an inadequate botanist, but I would like to believe that I have it in me to call 20 artists the bud plots. I'll make sure to assist with herring and the point. We plan it as soon as I arrive. She really likes to put herself down. That's already getting kind of annoying. Time as I can. Just finished our preparation. On my way to go. Now begins the hard work. It was incredible, the finesse in which you planted each individual potato. Now I know why. Just why I speak so highly of you. If I could be even half as good as you, I'd die a happy botanist. There's no better opportunity for me to improve than now, with first-rate botanist mentoring me. So which has graciously agreed to help me crossbreed our potatoes at the resorting sea. Really, her loveliness knows no bounds. I look forward to seeing you again once our work is done. Of course. God. Been forever. 5. So 87. 9. Or, why am I, it's 65, 67, and then 69, and then 70. Although the potatoes are coming along nicely. However, we're not quite there just yet. Has sent word asking us to visit the guild to discuss crossbreeding in further detail. You have the time to accompany me once in a while. Fantastic. Let us rendezvous in front of the guild as usual. I'm keen to try making my own way up there this time. I don't know. Nice to see you both got my message. All potatoes you collected for me have taken quite well, and work progressing health. I love it. While I have succeeded in harnessing the wild specimens, pretty good. I have been unable to incorporate any element that would set our potatoes apart from the rest. I believe in you. If anyone is capable of making a success of this, it's you. Thank you for your faith, Edith. That is most touching. As it happens, I do indeed have an idea. I have heard stories of a potato specimen known as Walker's potatoes, or were once cultivated upon the island of Velbrand. It is said to be a variety that changed its shape and boiled, making it perfect for stews. Crossbreeding our existing potatoes with this variety may well give us that special something we need to make ours stand out. Hey, no more. Run away, shall gather all the Walker's potatoes. That's all I question here, Edgy. From what I understand, it used to be grown at the Red Rooster Stead. Try asking around there to see if someone cannot point you in the right direction. Asking people questions is one of the few things I'm good at. Let's go, Ronald. I have a good feeling with this one. I'm up. Oh, we're going to Monaska. Huh. Okay. Hi. Walker potatoes. That's a name I've heard in a while. We're afraid you're too late. We haven't cultivated those since the calamity. I cannot say I miss them either. They were so respectable to both just in the cold. It was always an uphill battle. You won't find any in storage either, in case you were getting your hopes up. We threw the last of them out long ago. Never heard of anyone else volunteering to grow them since. Sorry I couldn't be of any help. Interesting. Been a long time since I've heard anything about the calamity. Once again, another thing taken from it by it. Ah yes, Walker's potatoes? But we're always shipping them off to the Far East. Those hangans go mad for a good Walker's potato. We haven't grown any for quite some time, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone over there had gotten tired of waiting for us to growing them and started cultivating their own. Ah, I guess it makes sense. Hello there, Ron. My apologies. I wasn't much good at gathering information after all. But that's one more thing. Add to the list of jobs I can't be trusted with. What's that? There's a chance we may find Walker potatoes? Popatos? What is that word? In the Far East? Well then, best of luck. Journey to go. I know I really ought to accompany you, but visiting Gordania alone was enough to put my head in a spin. I'm not sure I can handle an entire different country. It also wouldn't do for me to leave my darling plants on their own for some. Not fair. I will see to it that everything is in place for you to plant the colony. Yeah. On my own. Whee! Hello. Ah, Walker Butter, the picture potato. I have never stocked it back. Completely out of them right now as I have been my supplier for quite some time. I'm fairly certain his name was. I lost contact with him when things began to get a little rough for the rubies. Things are going crazy. Oh, I can't say I've ever stolen them in my shop. I do feel I may have heard of them grown. It's already in the mainland, mind you. Might be worth your while paying the visit. Village a visit. So in the Ruby Sea. Look at them all. I feel like I should just take once a day, just come to the area, knock them all out. Every day, just go into an area. And afterwards, if I see any, just do it. If any stranglers or any ones that went under my radar. I would like to do that before 6.1. A lot I want to do before 6.1. Clean up. Especially the main story, but trying to get some of the junk. Yes, I used to cultivate working potatoes a little to the north of the village, but that came to an end when my workers declined in number, and there were not enough hands to help with the harvest. Long since handed the field back to nature. Here in luck, there may still be some growing in the wild. I no longer have the use for them. Free to take anything. Oh, this is a key item. That's what this is. Look at that 100%. Oh, the way you have returned safe. Oh. Was the spinner on your side? Oh. Spinner is the deity. That button is, I think, if I'm right. So this is the much sought after Walker's potato. Ah yes, upon closer inspection, it certainly has a different hue compared to the common potato. And all that remains is better. I hardly took any time at all, and you pretty much did it all by yourself. I'm truly beginning to wonder if I shouldn't just entrust mud plots to your much more capable hands, Ron. Looks like you're enjoying yourself, did you? Hey, whoever brings you here, you know. I thought it'd be good of me to check on how things are going from time to time. I'm no good with a hatchet, that's for sure, but I am your boss in name at least. Ronald, it's been too long. Hope you like what we did with the treasure. I must say though, I never dreamed you'd turn out to be a first-rate botanist. Makes me wonder what other secrets you're hiding from us. Don't suppose you have to be a first-rate culinarian, would you? Speaking of which, how are things coming along? I am actually. Quite well. Tired thanks to Ronald here, admittedly. Well, you know better than most, obviously. I have no problem with a bit of humility. But you're well on your way to beating your self-confidence to a bloody pulp. Have you already forgotten just who it was that created this? But just how crooked some of the plants are growing. Pretty aren't as green as they should be. Honestly, when are you gonna learn to stop being so harsh on yourself? Striving for improvement is one thing. There's no point comparing yourself to the best partner leading around. Sorry for all of this. Why not belong to the botanist guild like you? It's a lot better than she gives herself credit for. I think she'd give guild veterans a run for their money even. I'd really appreciate if you give her a little praise every now and then. Only when she's deserving of it. Of course. Just hoping that takes her spirit up a bit. Yeah. I mean, they're literally running an entire area that's plants. I mean, really fairly kind to me. I ever wanted as a child was to someday be a botanist. I was ready to spend my every making movie studying for that one goal, but it wasn't to be. My family died when I was still little, leaving me to fend for myself. It was all I could do to survive, and there was no room for... You're living the dream. It was when I was on the verge of giving up that immense longing. Gave my life some semblance of order amongst all the chaos. This allowed me to pick up the fragments of my dream and finally begin studying botany. I never thought that all that studying would actually serve a purpose someday. That's enough about boring old me. Seeing Swanee again, first time in a while, brought back memories of the past, memories I'm sure you don't need to hear anymore. As for the work at hand, there's not a whole lot you can do until the crossbreeding is complete. I'm sure you must be tired of your travels to the Far East. By all means, have a rest and stop by again in the future. Come on. Uh, 60. Oh, there it is. Upgrade. That's why. Ah, Ronald. I don't imagine you were expecting good news considering my opponent again managed to make a mess of it. What? While the first generated crossbreed was sprouted, every single one of them withered frighteningly fast. I imagine it's down to some kind of disease. Amateur like yourself could never hit about. Once again summoned us together to discuss the development. They did say, it was said that Walker potatoes are prone to the disease. Like, they easily can get disease and wither away and die quickly. Like, it's actually kind of hard to keep them together. Like, I guess it only works in the Far East easily, though, I bet, because it's a different climate and all that. I'm one with it. Sorry. Focus. Welcome back from your journey to the Far East. Ronald. I assume Ada has already informed you of the worrying. I hypothesize that our first general probably will have a very occurs unfortunately a vulnerability to disease and pests. However, we have yet to pinpoint the exact cause of why they have evolved so quickly. But how can that be? Was no one at the guild ever the permanent cause of our plight? Much as it vexes me, stand you. This conundrum has bested all of us. Just kidding. We at the guild are fundamentally nothing more than observers of nature. It is a force, all of its own, one that we try our best to understand but cannot hope to harness. Simply. However, that is not to say that all is lost. I fully intend to devote all of the resources available to me in order to ascertain exactly what it is that hinders our progress. I was also hoping I could count on your help, Ronald. A fresh pair of eyes needed to get to the bottom of this mystery. That's a good idea, Ronald. Head back to the mud block, and I should do my best not to get in the way. Oh, apparently we're gonna look at stuff. I'm gonna investigate the plot and see what's going on. We're gonna get in there. Gotta dig deep. Take a look. By a faint white glint in this. Can I eat it? Find a chalky. Oh. What is the matter? Was there something in this? How about you discovered it? Oh. Chalky. Look at it. No, that's not right. Probably in. It could solve something that's bumped to kill. Have some confidence in yourself. And I have to say, I'm glad it came from you. Thanks, Ronald. Ascertaining the identity of these Chalky stones will be the key to uncovering the causes of the withers. However, we will first require a rigging. I know we've already had you do enough work of a lifetime. Would you be able to visit hang pots for me? And this order to an alchemist there. To be able to give you In the meantime, I will head to the guild and ask expert opinion regarding these stones. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to find this place. Are they inside the... Oh yeah, okay, they're inside the woodworks. Oh, I recognize this mining uplander. Does uplander not want to... Crafting bakery. First thing needs up there to bring seaweed known as Nanoriso. Gobby needs this. Okay. Bring another 20 clumps. Crafting make the way with it. A planner needs to visit Far East. It can be found at the bottom of the Ruby Sea. At the bottom of the Ruby Sea? Okay. Huh? It's another key item. That's what it is. There we go. No. This is what I was afraid of, to be honest. You have to go find these things and, like... There they are. Oh, look, he's got his got a little hammer out and everything. Oh, I love this mount. I always use this mount for gathering. Every time I get it out, it's like oh, it's so adorable. Misses. I'm not. No. We're not doing that again. We're not going around this whole while. There we go. Hang on, yep. I bought to 20. Finer enough that I've not seen. Dobby will start craft making up region right away. Both of those in Dobby to be fascinating. Ready for it? Ready? But on the next quest, and I'll have most of I'll have another one of my abilities. Did everything go smoothly? Yep. Fantastic. Now we can finally see if my silly little hypothesis hold true. Sometimes you gotta experiment. I can't believe it. Did I do something wrong? How could something like that came from my mind? I see you two have already begun your tests. Discovered anything new? End up being correct. The way it's responded to the region doesn't leave much room for doubt. It's an eelworm, a pest that is not going to do us any favors. Rocky stone-like object. Well, Ronald found was one of its eggs. The things are just as you assumed they were. There is, however, one issue. Still struggling to comprehend. As parasites, eelworms require a host plant. Blood plots were only created recently. Why are the egg such vermin lurking in the air? According to Charlian records, looked at, eelworm eggs enter a state of dormancy within the mother's corpse, allowing them to survive for over a decade. Or they're capable of waiting for as long as is necessary for up to show up. Blasted records also claim that they have all been exterminated. Either the Charlians have a funny definition of the word, or we were unlucky enough to pick an area that was home to an eelworm corpse. Two, the eggs inside which hatched and infested the mudplots. Unfortunately, I must say though, I've been remarkably impressed by the tremendous growth you've shown, Ada. You've come a long way both as a person and a botanist. I have no idea what you're talking about. After all, it was Ronald that found the eelworm eggs in the first place. I still haven't come up with a solution to this pest problem. The records weren't much use regarding that either, although you think they must have some way of ridding themselves of the vermin if they were after considering them exterminated. Well then, I suppose it's time I pull my weight as well. I shall look into past cases of eelworm infestation and try to formulate a suitable plan of action. I'll keep looking through the Charlian records to see if I can't find a solution as well. I'll give you a hand with that. I may not know much about plans, but my eyes work well enough. I apologize, but you will need to be patient for a while at least for a permanent solution to this conundrum. Edith will let you know once we are ready to put an end to these pests once and for all. Blazing new trails are bountiful horrors too. 70. Ronald, we've done it. We found a solution for our pest problem at last. I was just to make my way to the guild to talk to Bushra. It's only right that you should join us to see the culmination of everyone's hard work. Oh, okay, heading. I'm Ronald, good to see you made it. You might miss out on the best part. What part? I see everyone is present and accounted for. Let's begin. Sounds like my cue. Ian and I managed to find a solution. You actually. You can choose to put our faith in either alchemy or what was it called again? Ah yes, companion planting. Alchemy is more potent of the two. Have its downsides. For one, it has equally potent side effects, and if any concoction we use happens to scatter further than we plan, we'll wreak all manner of havoc on the environment. Not doing that. Okay, the only real option really is a blend of the two. I know enough about botanic to cover that aspect, but companion planting may prove somewhat difficult to utilize. I don't want to make a fool of myself, but someone explain to me what companion planting is to do. Yeah, it is a process of planting different crops in close proximity so that they may surely benefit one another. These benefits vary from stimulating the growth of crops to increasing yield. Oh, perhaps most interestingly, it can also help prevent pests. In the case of Eora, a flowering plant called Rygar's Creek said to be effective. However, sadly for us, there's none left to take on top of them. Gotta expand. I can say with confidence that we have never had any of the guild at the guild. However, I do have an idea of where they may be found. The flower owes its name to Rygar, the guardian deity of Alamigo. I dare say you should stand a good chance of finding it in Girabania. Our faith in the Destroyer has ever been strong. It stands to reason that the flower would grow in the end. Where are you coming, Ronald? Do you reckon you could help? Reckon you'd be up to traveling to Girabania and tracking down this elusive plant? Mm-hmm. There's probably another node. For all that we've been through together, I have to mind you company, Ronald. It's the least I can do. You're getting ahead of yourself. The fighting may have died down, but there's no goods here that Girabania is safe enough for civilians to be wandering around searching for flowers. Ronald may be able to look after himself just fine, but you're a different story. You would only get in the way. Say what you want. It is my duty to accompany Ronald. This is the final officer standing in our way, and I can't very well leave him to tackle it. Final call is yours, Ronald. But in my mind, such passion ought not be hindered. Thank you so much, Ronald. This time, you will have no cause to regret allowing me to accompany you. I'll go on ahead and begin asking people about the flowers' whereabouts. I shall take the precaution of informing the Order of the Twin Adler of your visit. The best of... do look after her, Ronald. She is like a little sister I've never had. Doesn't bear thinking about what I do if something happened to her. I'm what? There we go. Right. I knew it was hard in this game. Ronald, I was wondering when you get here. An Alamigan trained other officer give me the most scrumptious morsel of information. Claimed to have heard a plant used to prevent pests from grown in a village named Alagrini. I'm not the only one that thinks that sounds exactly what we're searching for, am I? He follows this up by saying its surroundings are fraught with danger and it is no place for little lady botanists poking around. Honestly, the cheek of the man. All his words have done is harden my resolve. Come, Ronald. Okay, we're going. It's dangerous. Come on. Used to be the place. By asking around about Rogers. Ah yes, they were bought here from the locks for their pest-preventing qualities. Yeah, what was done with them after the vermin problem had been solved, mind you. You might have better luck asking someone else. Sorry, Lang. That's a name I've not heard of in for a while. Memory's a bit foggy, but I'm pretty sure there was a wildflower found far out in the mountains. Who knows? There could have been a patch of them growing somewhere. Gosh. Hey, I stocked this stuff for a while, but then the area's pest problem got sorted out and nobody wanted it anymore. The smell wasn't for everyone, you see. That's good. Right, so from what we heard, odds are that Ranzo Sheik grows in a mountain somewhere in the Locks, far away from any settlement. I'm going to head back to Ida Shadow, at least I risk truly getting in your way. I'll make sure to prepare the mud plots for your return, assuming everything goes swimmingly. All you need to do is plant the flower. All you'll need to do is plant the flowers, and we will well in the future. I suppose you shall actually have to find the flower first, although I don't imagine that'll be trouble. But a tiny little eelworm egg. You can surely spot a flower. Of course. I wonder if it's real hot. Oil honey. I don't know where they said. Oh. Ah, the locks, okay. That unspoiled node that appears. Well, okay. It's in the locks. Well, here's the spot. But we have to wait until 4 a.m. or Orsian time to get it. This was my fear. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. Wait. I was afraid of this. Guess I'll go get a drink or something. Alright. Finally, we got it. Gotta hurry and get it. In the note. Point is that. So, I hate that though. It would have been great if the times would line up to each other. Like, the amount of time I took to do the quest lined up with the exact moment that I got to that spot for that node, and it's like, oh yeah, it pops. Like, here it is. Oh, like I had to wait 20 minutes for some nonsense. Okay. Be able to find Riger's stake somewhere in the box. Here's your stuff. This is Riger's streak. Beautiful. Stunningly beautiful, and yet beautiful. Stunning. All at the same time. Okay. Huh. Right. That's enough excitement for now. Think calming thoughts. Sorry for that, Ronald. Everything's ready. All that remains is to plant the flowers. Plant some flowers. Starlight. You know, planting flowers such tiring work. I have to say, even though we planted them to rid ourselves, they've done wonders for the mud plot. We're all in it. Now if that ain't a sight for sore eyes, the smell's not half bad either. Fantastic. Seems I was right to entrust this guy as to the guild's finest bond. I do not know if we could have done this without you, Ronald. Yeah. Ooh. This must be the flowers. One surprise after another today. I think that any of the first batch of potatoes survived. These little guys are tough, that's for sure. I was absolutely positive they were all done for. Thank you for staying strong. We'll be alright from now on. I shall make sure. Having seen how far you've come, I too have the utmost confidence in you, Asia. However, allow me to give you a helping. It sounds like clothing. What's that? What's that? Right there, that line. Like that close up of me and her in the back. This garb is only given to the most accomplished of botanists. You may say I've grown up late. I cannot bring myself to believe I am worthy of something. Now, do not be so harsh on yourself. It is true that you have only made but the first step on the long road to becoming a great botanist. However, precisely with that in mind that I get to furnish you with this gift. Think of it as a sign of my steadfast belief in your future. The future which you are now more than strong enough to cultivate on your own. While Rano and I will no longer be actively helping you, shall certainly be keeping a watchful eye on your progress. I wish you the best of luck. First botanist of Idleshire. First, I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that to stop myself from fainting, but I promise I shall work in tandem with nature to carve Idleshire's name firmly into botanic history, starting with these potatoes. I'm hungry. I want potatoes. And mashed potatoes. Final one. Now, this job should work much better. Oh. I guess what they do is, I guess they'll put the flowers here and plant, then they just they work off of each other. What are those? Are those? Guys, I found them. Are those low polygon grapes? The drink is so cute. We are obsessed with that madness. What's it? You ran out of water and you're just sitting here. Well, we know those plants are gonna die. Anyway, that's not my problem. Anyway, that's it. The entire storyline. I'm gonna take. I think I don't know what. To be honest. Yeah, it's done.